What's going on, YouTube? So Madden 13 is finally here, and for the last few years I've played the first game of the year against my buddy Mad Matt 128. We always play each other right out of the gate, just when neither of us really know anything. I barely played the demo. I maybe played it a few times, like 4 times. He didn't really play it too much, so we're not really trying to run any money plays or anything like that. We're just playing straight up football, nothing too fancy. And it's always a great game, that first game of the year. Last year we did Dolphins Steelers. He's a big Steeler fan. I'm a Dolphin fan, but didn't really feel like going with the Dolphins this time. The Seahawks are absolutely going to be my team, and I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Rolling back, 3rd and 24. There's no way that I'm going to complete this. Just like NCAA, I wanted to try to see if the out route was as money as it is in NCAA. Maybe the route was a little too long, and it got picked off. So like I said, him and I, we always play great games the first game of the year because we don't really know anything. And sometimes I wish that I didn't really know too many money plays because it is fun to play this kind of style when you're just playing. You're not trying to run any money plays or anything like that. You're just playing, and he burns me on a corner route for 7. So I'm down 7-0. Last year, when it was Dolphins Steelers, he had me, I think it was 24-7, and I made a great comeback. Cameron Wake got a pick for 6 right at the end of the game to win it, and we'll see what happens this year. With the ease of user defense, look at that. Look at Marshawn Lynch just trucking everybody, keeping his head down with that right stick. 1 catch for 35 yards. Do a little bit of play action. Play action is absolutely back. I'm definitely going to plan on incorporating a lot of that into my scheme whenever that comes around. As you can see here, another play action right to the goal line, and he hits me once, hits me twice. 3rd and 5, make it 4th and 1. I go for it, try the screen pass, and I'm down on the 1-yard line. His ball, smack! Safety, 7-2. We got a baseball game going on here. So, I really like the way that the game plays. There's a lot of drops like that. Catch in traffic seems to be a really big rating this year, seems to be the most important. But then at the same time, I don't know, I thought that some of the Seahawks players had better catch and traffic ratings, but after I went and looked at them, because I was like, man, I thought that, is it just going to be a year with a lot of drops? I thought we had good catch and traffic, but I guess we don't. I guess the highest guy is an 82 maybe or something like that. Look at tons and tons of drops. The one thing that I can say about this is, I've obviously played more games now after this one. This was my very first game against a human, is that oh, nice catch there. Love them corner routes. Corner routes are going to be big this year. But the one thing that I can say is now I forget. I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh yeah, a lot of randomness. That should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. We got a 9-7 score. Look at that, right through the middle. I mean, even on kick returns, in every other game, that's a sick pick right there. Is that a sick pick right there? I still got that stick. Yes, it's easier on D, but I still got that stick. But yeah, even on kick returns, in years past, you would always, return, and the players would always react the same. This year, I noticed some of them, sometimes they break tackles, sometimes, you can get the outside or whatever. Sometimes the guys chasing you, the kickoff coverage will break free. Sometimes they won't. I mean, it's just everything's so random. Sometimes defensive linemen will just break free. We got a nice user catch here with a pass lead to the middle of the field. Click on user catch it just like that from 7-0. We got a 23-7 score. Defensive line will just break free. It's offensive linemen will push guys down. A lot of randomness in this game, which is, just like the real NFL. I mean, you do have a lot of randomness. You don't know what's going to happen. I really think that with the physics, it's the weight, the height and the weight and the physical attributes do come into play. Not all the time. It's still not perfect by any means. I'm not trying to say that, but you can see it. It's there without a doubt. and it makes things kind of interesting. It makes, money plays are definitely still good, but I will say that this year I think money plays, in a sense, will be not quite as like tried and true, like 100% of the time, kind of deal like they were in the past. So that's just my early thinking as I'm played just a couple games here. I've missed, as you can see there, I missed a hit stick. I don't know. I've played maybe 5 games at this particular point, and I've missed I don't know how many hit sticks. I don't know what it is. My timing is way off in this game. I guess because it's brand new. I'm hit sticking air constantly. So I definitely got to get out of that habit. Here he goes deep. And that wasn't necessarily a sick pick by any means. I just clicked on and undercut it. But that animation was ridiculous. So I do like that kind of stuff. It looks pretty fun. We got a 2nd and 6, Matt Flynn, 12 of 18. Now the deep ball is tough. Look at this. I'm trying to pull back like I'm rocket catching, like it's Madden 2010. Unbelievable. I've really struggled with the deep ball in this first game here. Like, as you noticed there, it was terrible. We got nice little pressure right up the middle from a double safety blitz, one of my favorite plays. Get some manual pressure there. 2nd and 21, 3rd and 17. I try it again this time. That was just terrible. And there's nobody that's going to be catching Mike Wallace. He is gone. So now we're looking at 23-14 with 3:02 left in the third. He's going to go for 2. I have no idea why he went for 2. This dude, like, we're trying to play straight up in a sense, but at the same time, he goes for, like, look at that. I cannot throw the deep ball in my first game of the year. I definitely found it tough in this game. Takes a little bit of practice to get it down. But yeah, I don't know why he went for 2. He does things like that all the time. Like, he'll go for 2. He'll go for it out of the blue, even on like a 3rd and 17. That's a nice pick right there. It was a click-on pick, which are easy this year. Like, I'm not gonna, in my belief, anybody can click on a user pick. The user picks in the highlight videos that I want to see this year are ones where you're controlling the guy from start to finish, like the Cam Chancellor pick that I had. These click-on picks are a little too easy, but, that last one that I had was pretty nice. There again, totally losing control of my guy when I'm trying to throw the ball deep. Here again, try to throw, that I somewhat had a chance, but I'm throwing into double coverage. Ooh, that's a nice little run there. So he's got 2nd and inches. He's down 23-15. Nice little juke move to pick up the first down. I definitely do believe, though, almost had a user tackle. I definitely do believe that shotgun draws are a lot less effective than they have been in Madden 12 and Madden 11, without a doubt. Not just because of the physics and running into guys, but just with the way that the defensive pressure is, with the way the D-line plays. It's really, a nice little pick. That could have went to either of us. I don't know how I got my hands on that, but I read the play on 4th and 1. Earl Thomas has 3 picks, and we're just starting the fourth quarter. Throw it into coverage. Terrible pass. But yeah, I'm really liking the game a lot. There's another money route. These curl routes are going to be killer this year. I don't know. What the heck was I doing there? I had the outside, and I don't know what. Man, what was I doing there? I had the block outside from my lineman, and I cut it back inside for some strange reason and fumbled the ball. Up 8 with 4 minutes to go. And he's 3rd and 1. He's been hitting me with this little power O run quite a bit. I like the power O this year. I used to like counters and stuff a lot, and I still do like counters, but power O's to me seem like a really, really strong run out of some of those weak twins formations and things like that. Dropped a pick. I don't think that picks are going to be, dropped. Like last year it was, look at that, 4 sacks from Irvin, and that's why I'm the Seahawks right there. The Seahawks are nasty. I just love their whole team. Brandon Browner, they got, nice little user sack right there up the middle by Farewell. But they got a real nice team. They got Brandon Browner. They got Earl Thomas. They just got rid of T.O., which is unfortunate, but they got Sidney Rice. You're definitely going to see that tip on the channel. That's coming up right there, that tip. I definitely have practiced that, and it works, and I tried it in the game and got almost like a nano sack from the edge. And we got 2 minutes to go. So yeah, I really like the game, and as I said, it's tough. It's tough so far. I think that this is the most different Madden that we've seen in years, and they've made a lot of good strides. That is terrible. I mean, I just got to talk to myself as I watch this video. Like, I got to correct this shit. I really have to correct the way that I'm playing so far. Even though it's my first game of the year and everything, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing out there. I'm probably going to go deep again. I mean, what's going to happen there? Throwing it into double coverage. If you see 2 safeties deep, don't even think of throwing that ball. And again, he gets a user pick now. Polamalu is nasty in this game. I actually played a players only game, which I'm going to be putting up in the highlights. And Polamalu is ridiculous. You'll have to check in and see that one. But Polamalu is pretty great in this game. 23-15, up by 8. Another drop pass over the middle. But granted, he's running into traffic, so that should be a drop. And he tries to go over the top, and I click on to get the pick, and I almost get safetied, and I just spin out. 28 seconds to go. That pretty much seals up the game. He's only got 2 timeouts, but it's the first game of the year, and we're just messing around, so I'm going to go for it and not kneel the ball down. Let's see if anything crazy happens. Don't go out of bounds. Try to pass the ball again. Go deep. Come on, go deep. Go deep. I try to playmaker. Get a couple yards. Game over. 23-15 for me. So that's my first game of the year. Again, I know I'm not the best commentator. Leave your comments and let me know what I need to improve on. If I change the subject too much, I feel like I do change the subject maybe a little too often. But I'm trying. I'm going to try to get as many commentary videos out as I can this year. I think Madden 13 is going to be the best Madden ever. A lot of old school guys seem to feel the same way. And I'll see you guys next time.